The mistake people make is the dog does something disrespectful and they touch the dog, but they keep going. That's actually passive. You can use a knee, but you can reach in and touch and then step in even more to back her up. I'm gonna tolerate the nuzzling of my hand on day one because I just want her to know that you won't get any corrections at my left side.
Gotcha.
It feels good to be on my left, not good to be 6 feet away.
Okay.
However, anywhere else in your lifestyle that she's starting to be pushy and nuzzling, because she's not doing that just in the walk, she's doing that in general, right?
She does. I let her out of her kennel to when we go somewhere, and I let her out when we get home, and she'll take off in the backyard and jumps at my hands all the time. If my hands are down here, she jumps up and tries to...
Is she mouthing or just licking or just
mouthing.
pushing?
She's just
okay,
mouthing.
yeah. So watch Chaos to Calm.
Okay.
It's one of my videos where I am showing how, because if you were a dog and she was disrespectful, you would bite. That pinch collar correction is your bite. If she jumps on you and I'm gonna touch a dog in the side because it's disrespectful, a firm jab in the side,
okay,
that's my bite.
Okay.
If I was a dog, that'd be my bite, right? Because God didn't give me teeth to bite a dog.
Right.
Disagree with the disrespect of being pushy, mouthy, jumping, leaning in on you. Space is a huge resource in the dog world that they want to control, but they don't have any regard for yours.
Right.
But if she did that to a dominant dog, that dominant dog would retaliate, would give a correction and establish a boundary. You're the lead dog. You need to establish that boundary. Do you have a puppy that is pottying in the house, doesn't come when called, chewing up everything? I have helped thousands of dog owners with every challenge that you can think of. And I've created a course that will bring clarity and set you on a successful path to having the relationship with your dog that you've always wanted. This program is for dogs at all stages of life. It is never too late to implement great leadership skills that will put you in the driver's seat no matter what your dog's age. It's never too late to learn how to have a great relationship with your dog. So if I was walking and she came to mouth my hand, I'm gonna turn right there and I'm gonna touch her in the side and say off, and then I'm gonna step into her and I want her to give up her space and back away.
Okay.
The mistake people make is the dog does something disrespectful and they touch the dog, but they keep going. That's actually passive.
Okay, I'm guilty of that because I've whacked her and said, knock it off.
Have you ever seen a dog go to bite and run away?
No.
Or do they bite and then hold body pressure?
Nope.
But they'll, even if they're not biting anymore, they'll hold position, don't they? And then this dog shows surrender if it's not gonna be a fight. The dog that he corrected is gonna show surrender, and once that dog does, then the dog that disagreed will then disengage. When the human does it, we touch and we retreat before the dog even had follow through of surrender.
Okay.
So you've got to hold and even step into her, and you could even throw a knee. You could even correct her with a knee. You could step into her.
That's what we've
Take
been
up
doing.
her space. But let me say this. If she does that and your arms are here and you're just doing this, it's actually, part of it is passive. Because if you ever felt completely threatened, let's say a human comes into you to threaten you, are you going to keep your arms stationary at the side and just use your knees?
No.
Or is every part of you going to be believable and come through? So if she's doing that, you can use a knee, but you can reach in and touch and then step in even more to back her up.
Okay.
And then once she backs up and shows you that, and you have that surrender, you disengage. And then you go about your way. But you've got to win. You've got to win. And so even though I don't want you to do that in the walk, because we're establishing this position,
Correct.
we don't want to make pressure in this position, everywhere else, disagree. And again, if you watch my videos, it is all about disagreeing with disrespect. It is all about leadership. It is all about pack order, because it is our duty to understand how they speak, how they talk, how they communicate. And we've got to communicate that way, because they will never speak human. So humans have to learn to speak dog. It doesn't matter what anybody says. They are pack animals and they have to have leadership. And I've heard this somebody I really respect, they go, leadership is love. If you love your dog, create an environment your dog can thrive in, where he knows exactly what you expect of him. You communicate, he understands what you're asking, you're leading him properly. And when you have a well-trained dog that respects you, you can invite him into every area of your life you want.
Okay.
When you have an unruly dog that's defensive and barking and pushes you and is a bully, their world gets really small. And it's sad, because the humans really want the dogs with them. You know, well, it's up to the human to create that. And I know that's why you're here.
Right.
So that's awesome.
For today's rough recap,
It is important to always disagree with disrespect. And remember, the word no is not a correction. Physical touch done appropriately is a correction. As a leader, you need to require respect in your space, and good leaders do not negotiate the boundaries. And always remember, good leadership is actually love. Your dog will never be the dog you want him to be until you're the leader they need you to be. Have a great day. Till the next lesson, we just thank you so much for listening. We hope you gained some value. And again, your dog will never be what you want him to be until you're the leader they need you to be. And we just thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.